got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
Exactly.
You
We've
can
already
also
discovered this.
reverse
She wanted to
when
stab
something
someone. She had a knife.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Hang on, that's a good point. So, it's not just that she had a knife and she wanted someone to visit her, presumably to kill them. But she wanted the murder to happen in a different room.
What?
Okay, I know what that means.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms.
Think,
Why
Hina,
would
think.
anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
What do people call this guy? Taka? Taka. I called him Ish for a while, but I never know which name I'm supposed to use here. Taka, you got it wrong,
We
mate.
figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
You know, the more I go through this, the more I like you, Mondo. The hair's still a problem, but I like this straight to the point attitude you got.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Wait, that's right.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Glitter. It reveals all.
I got it!
No
All you
one
have
can
to do
hide
is
their
take a
true
good look at
intentions,
her broken
not when
wrist,
glitter's on the
and it
case.
should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something.
Again, I don't think I took a
blurry.
camera, so I assume I'm just marionetting up her corpse here and showing her wrist to the crowd.
Is-
Look, guys.
is
See?
that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
You're a smart man, Taka.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Okay, we've narrowed it down to... Possible suspects are... not me. The rest of the men. Not Yamada, because he would never betray 2D. And any lesbian women. Good work. How much can one learn? Okay, now I get to select the bullets I use. Now we're really playing the game. Every time I say now we're playing the game, but... So, one bullet, one spot. Alright. You can press the Q key. No, I can scroll the mouse wheel. There you you go. I read the controls. I said it to mean anyway. I'm not scared of your puzzles. Bring it on. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
That all sounds fine.
Sword-based sneak attack.
There's no evidence it was a sneak attack, but alright, it could have been.
Broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I don't know what counters any of these points. Oh, wait. There's... I like the way time pauses. I can think forever in this mode. That's great. I've kind of cheesed the game a little bit. There are scratches on the sword or the sheath. Which was it? It must be on the sheath, right? That's the proof that Sayaka attacked first, because the sword was still sheathed at that point. Got it.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
That's right.
When the first blow was dealt.
That's correct.
Sword-based sneak attack.
That's wrong.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
That statement is fine. She may have hidden the knife away, which she probably did, if she's planning to kill someone. Okay, so we're contradicting the first
And that's exactly
statement
what happened.
with the sheath. I don't know why this guy's talking like he knows what's going on.
When the fighting broke out,
Okay, we're ready this time.
the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Wait, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
I mean, no, that's wrong. Soul damage.
Actually, no. I don't
Spirit
think the
broken.
fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Like a kitchen knife, for example.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Right, Mondo, you're the muscle. Just vote with the group.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Although, to be fair, it's a replica sword. Hitting someone with the sheath on is much the same, isn't it?
If they got
I don't know, I'm
attacked
not a
with the
sword
kitchen
expert.
knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Okay, Sakura's clear. Sakura wouldn't need a weapon to defend against a knife. Look at her.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
You're an idiot.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
You're a moron.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
You make it sound like the culprit is just juggling weapons.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
She has clean palms. I like her stomach being an option there. Look at all this blood coming out of her stomach. That proves it.
The palms palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because they're perfectly clean.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
In which case someone could hold the handle without getting gold on their palm. I'm undermining my own
It's
case.
safe to
Quiet.
assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Wait, that's wrong. Who the hell would do that? So, your line of thinking, she's under attack by someone wielding a knife. She runs into the bathroom to hide, and she goes, "Oh, I'm safe. Better wash my hands."
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Damn it, she's onto me.
No, that's not it at all.
These options, these options are great. I know the answer's the water was off because it goes off at night time, okay? But seriously, no one is going to wash their hands in the middle of an assault.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, we haven't taken a shower.
This is why people think you're ugly.
Oh my.
Yeah, but she's 3D, you don't want her anyway.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Boy, donkeys are nice.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Yamato agrees. Everyone likes donkeys.
So obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
No, I clicked the wrong thing. Damn it. I know what's going on, okay? Honest, I'm not dumb. I clicked the wrong button. I mouse wheeled down and then left clicked thinking it would go down to the second option, but that's not what happens. I'll demonstrate. Just ignore this. It's not even voiced, that's how dumb it is. Damn, I lost a heart. Okay, so if you mouse wheel down, this happens. Which is surprising. You expect to go to the bottom option. I was thinking mouse wheel down will put me on the bottom, mouse wheel up will put me on the top. That's not the way it works. Mouse wheel down puts you on the options, and then you scroll.
I got it!
We'll try not to make that mistake in the future.
She had the kitchen knife?
It makes me look dumb, I don't like that.
But we already said that the attack started with...
Sayaka, and the knife.
The person with the
That's
knife
correct.
attacked first, and the sword.
I feel like we
was
came
used
to this
as an
conclusion a long time ago,
defense.
lads.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She is a victim,
No,
though.
far
She's dead.
from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Nakoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
You're right there, Leon. You looked very shocked by this turn of events.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
But it wouldn't have worked. This is a terrible plan. Her plan was to murder someone in my room, to try and pin it on me, and I would have immediately gone, yo, guys, look. I got her key. She got mine. I wasn't in there.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But
Well, clearly she underestimated my detective skills.
She lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Yes, it does.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Exactly, Yamada's thinking.
I don't know.
You all could learn
I'm not
something
sure
from
our
Yamada.
soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
You underestimate me, rich boy.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Look, look, look. I might not be cutthroat, but what you're saying is in that situation, I would stand by and let them blame me, killing me and condemning all of them to death instead of telling them the truth. I'm not that soft.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
That's what I'm thinking,
In
Mondo.
the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Honestly, she got what was coming to her.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
Shut up, me.
Because
Hey, hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
We shall be as boring as we damn well please.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
There isn't a time limit.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Don't just accept him at his word.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
But you already know. I know you know. Don't worry, I can think of something that's left. Trust me. The choices. We got no clues left.
Decide who did it.
Well,
But there
clearly.
aren't any more clues, right?
You're wrong. I missed.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point. One
Damn
at a
it.
time.
I'll get you when we come back round.
We have time for all that.
Die!
Calm.
Do something! We're all gonna die!
Easy now.
It's easy just to
There
say,
is a
"Hey,
clue that
decide who
Sayaka
did it."
left behind. What is it?
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
I think it's Swimmer Girl's account. Sayaka left it behind for us.
there still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Yes, the dining room where Swimmer Girl was. Exactly. You're on board,
Dying
Leon.
message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Her own luminous pink blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. Right, now let's move on.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro.
I just give people time to look at that number a
Computer
bit.
nerd or whatever, right?
For no
You
apparent
should know
reason.
all about numbers and shit.
Chihiro.
No.
You're the
that's
computer
not...
nerd.
Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
What? Not numbers?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Now, like I say, when I first saw this number, I immediately knew who the killer was. Just saying that. I'll give you a minute.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but...
Clearly.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Wait, that's right! The killer was... No, 37.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
You want to watch this attitude.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Wait, that's right!
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Naegi, you hadn't figured this out? Oh, I suppose.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
It says Yamada!
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Select someone. So, the game... Yeah, she wrote herself. No. Oh, interesting. You could select Junko. It was a possibility. So you have to remember the number at this point. I don't know why it won't show you the number anymore. It's not one, though. I don't know why it won't show you the number anymore, but we got N037. And, if we... Is it upside down or is it reversed? It's one of the two, I'm not sure. I think it's just upside down, isn't it? But, yes, we have Leon. My good man.
The key to solving this mystery.
I don't know why I'm explaining it. I'm sure I don't know what to say here, right? Maybe I got lucky and spotted it, and everyone else is, oh, how did you know? Or maybe everyone spotted it and they're going, yeah, we know. I don't want to be patronizing, but at the same time, I don't want to be condescending. I'm in a very odd position here.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Leo 11. Got it.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Interestingly, though, I wonder how they did this in Japanese. Because Japanese characters don't exactly look like numbers. So, I do wonder how that puzzle was portrayed.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
He makes a compelling argument.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Yeah, it's not reflected. It's just upside down.
Result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
You're all right. I have a mind. I'll just imagine
That
it.
sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Wait, that's wrong. I can say stuff like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Exactly.
Huh?
You know what
We
I'm
got you
talking
now.
about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I'm gonna level with you. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. All I know is it's a smashed crystal ball, so I'm going for it, but I don't see how it's relevant in any way, shape, or form. Oh, wait, I'm a moron. I forgot this even existed.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Wait, you killed someone, and you decided to get rid of the evidence, and you botched it so badly You didn't even successfully burn the blood-covered
As
shirt.
the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Isn't that the priority when you go to destroy the evidence, to get rid of the
Shirt
blood?
covered in the victim's blood. They threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
That explains why Leon was walking around topless all day.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Of course it is.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right.
He's
There are
not
plenty
wearing-
of people here with shirts like mine.
He's not wearing a white button-up. He's wearing a shirt that seems to be splattered in blood. But I'm sure that's not symbolic of anything.
Just that one little charred piece. There's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
I'm going to be honest. I think the victim writing Leon on the wall is compelling enough by itself.
I think so.
The timing's important because Yamada... the incinerator was turned on after Yamada left. So we know it was turned on in the middle of the night. No, I don't. Damn it! I got it wrong! I genuinely got something wrong. I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. I mean, the bottom two are the same! Saying it was disposed of by incineration or saying it was disposed of in the incinerator. This is the same. Where?
Shoot!
I don't see the point I'm supposed to be making
I
here.
got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
You look angry. But on the left, you don't.
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
How was that issue not raised by me saying time when the gate was shut, or the fact I can't even remember which one was right and which one was wrong about where and method.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Obviously.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
You're not going to tell me he baseballed his way. Because I know he's a baseball star, but you weren't telling me the solution to this mystery is he baseballed his way into the incinerator, are you?
The killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
That's a good point.
Interesting.
Don't glare at him. Make your argument. Leon plays baseball. He plays baseball with shattered crystal walls.
The key to the trash.
Okay, I genuinely didn't know this. I hadn't solved this part.
Cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So
The game is
only
teaching me.
one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
I mean, I could
And you'd have
argue
to
this.
get close to the incinerator in order
Wait,
to
that's
destroy
wrong.
the evidence.
no, it's wrong.
Everyone knows you can lob crystal balls from a mile away to turn incinerators on. Who are you trying to kid?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is
Magic.
it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Divine with it. I love it.
I got it!
That was a superb option.
Killer simply
Well done,
aimed
game.
at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a
I
gap in
divined the
gate.
incinerator on from a mile away.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
It was the fairies.
Hifumi had the key.
Everyone, I'd just like to bring it to the court's attention that Hifumi thought the fairies turned on the incinerator. Can we take a moment to process this? I'm sure Monokuma would like to know this fact.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
That's a good point, actually. I did wonder how you could possibly miss part of the shirt.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
You're sweating, but you're not crying. Explain.
Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
A baseball player. Like any options. The player can throw glass balls really accurately because they're right fanfic.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
No, I don't.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious.
He's not used to throwing glass balls. He might get the weighting wrong. I understand he's got more chance of hitting it than anyone else, but this is one hell of a gamble. He's got to wait and throw a glass ball at a switch, then wait and throw a bundled up shirt into a bin. This isn't easy.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
That's a fair point. Let me write that one down in the book as well. Who are you talking about there, Leon?
Still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Or how about I take a break and you do
And
it?
with that, we can end this.
You're so lazy, Kyoko.
Listen to me! What the hell?
Sorry, I didn't know your name. I had to look.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
I actually feel sorry for Leon, so he actually killed her in self-defense. It's Sayaka that let me down. Absolutely.